Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss the last 2-3 topics of sheep rearing in Australia. That is, what is the modern shearing? What type of climate suit for the sheep shearing in Australia? And what is transhumance? So let's read about it. Modern shearing. Today, large flocks of sheep are mustered, inspected, and possibly treated for parasites such as lice before shearing can start by professional shearing team working 8 hours a day, most often in spring by machine shearing. It means that now at present time, flock of sheep are assembled at one place. After that, investigation has been done and checked whether they are infected or not before the shearing start. They start the shearing process. It is done by a professional gun shearer who works 8 hours in a day. And I already said before that sheep shearing is mainly done in the season of spring, which is done by the machine. These contract team consist of shearers, shed hands, and a cook. Their working hours and wages are regulated by industry awards. A working off day starts at 7:30 a.m. and the day is divided into 4 runs of 2 hours each. Smoko breaks are a half hour each and a lunch break is taken at midday for 1 hour. Here the working time of the shearers start by 7:30 a.m. They start their work by 7:30 in the morning, which is divided into 4 intervals. In between there are 4 intervals after 2 hours each. And there is a half hour short interval is there, which is called as smoko. It is a tea break. And at the mid of the day, they take their lunch, which is for 1 hour. Most shearers are paid on a piece rate per sheep. Shearers who tally more than 200 sheep per day are known as gun shearers. Typically, mass shearing of sheep today follow a well-defined workflow. A shearer who can shear 200 sheep per day are known as the gun shearers. And after shearing the fleece from the sheep body, they follow the procedure. First they remove the wool, then they throw the fleece onto the wool table. A table, specified table is there. After shearing it from the sheep body, they throw it on the wool table. Then skirt, roll and clasp the fleece. They rolled the fleece and then classified according to their quality. Place it in the appropriate wool bins. Different category of wool bins are there in which they throw it or keep it. Press and store the wool until it is transported. Then they will press it and keep it at the place where it is specified until it is transported to the market. In 1984, Australia became the last country in the world to permit the use of white combs due to previous Australian Workers' Union rules. Although they were once rare in shades, women now take a large part in the shearing industry by working as pressers, wool rollers, roustabouts, wool classes, and shearers. Now, the shearing are also done by the women. They also get engaged themselves in different process of the shearing. Climate. What type of climate suits for the wool production or the sheep shearing in Australia? Australia is the largest wool producing country in the world and produces about 32% of the total world's wool. Production is partly because the climatic and vegetation conditions are well suited to the sheep. The dry climate is of much of Australia is ideal for wool production, though temperatures are too warm in the northern part of the country. As Australia is well known that it is the largest wool producing country in the world, and out of the total production in the world, Australia alone produces 32% of the wool. What is the reason? The reason that it is the climatic and the vegetation condition suit for the sheep shearing or sheep rearing in Australia. As the sheep shearing is required the dry climate, which is found in the southern part of the country, because the northern part of the country is little warm. In poor grassland, vegetation is also suited to sheep, though the farms must be very large to provide adequate pasturage for the large number of animals kept. In the drier part of the country, sheep are kept mainly for wool, and Australia is the world's leading wool producer and exporter. Australia is also the second largest producer of lamb and mutton and is major exporter. Though sheep rearing is basically done for the mutton and wool, so wherever the dry climate is there, sheep are kept specially to get the wool. And there is Australia, there is the largest wool producer as well as the exporter also in the world. Along with that, it is the second largest producer of lamb and mutton and the chief exporter of in the world. It is the producer of lamb and mutton and one of the largest exporter of in the world. The sheep raised for lamb are kept mainly in the southeast of the country, where the climate is more humid and where the pasturage is better. They are fed on improved pasture or kept on arable farms where they graze the wheat stubble on or graze on lay pastures. The state of New South Wales and Victoria have a largest number of sheep and produce most quantity of meat. The states of Australia, especially the New South Wales and Victoria, these two states have the largest number of sheep and they produce the maximum quantity of meat in Australia. What is the reason? They have the advantage not only the better natural condition but also the nearby markets in the large towns and cities such as Sydney and Melbourne, where Merino is the major breed kept in Australia as a whole. Increasing number of such breeds as Leicester, Lincoln and Romy Marsh are kept for meat with wool as a byproduct. Australians eat much lamb and mutton but also export large quantities in chilled and frozen form. The reason is that there is a favorable climate condition and availability of the consumers in the market, where in the city of Melbourne and the Sydney. Among all the wool producer, Merino is the best breed which is kept in Australia. Although Australians itself eat much mutton, they already eat too much, they consume too much of the lamb and the mutton there. Instead of that, they are the chief exporter also. They export a large amount of frozen mutton in other countries of the world. Now the last topic is there, that is transhumans. What is transhumans? Instead of reading, going to explain it, that some of the shepherds are there who are nomads and move along with their sheep according to the season from one place to the another place. Two types are there, the vertical transhumans and the horizontal transhumans. In the mountain region, the vertical transhumans is there. They have their home in the valleys. Actually, they have their home in the valleys, but they move towards the highlands in the summer season because of the temperature increases and come back in the winter. They move along with their herds, and few of the people leave the place while rest of the people will remain there to in the valleys. Whereas in the horizontal transhumans, they are interrupted more by the economic, political and climatic change. This term, that the transhumans, is also used for the nomadic pastoralism, in which there is a regular, what it is the nomadic pastoralism, there is a regular movement of people with their cattle over a long distance. Now here the migration, the word migration means the movement of either people, animal or bird from one place to another during the change in the season. When season changes, wherever the climate suits to them, they move to that place. That is called as the migration. Here we have completed the chapter. Now